So, the big question is, where's Ezra? Is he still alive, and where has he been all this time? I think I might have an idea. What if Ezra Bridger is actually the Inquisitor that we see in the Ahsoka trailer? What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Cantina Talk. Now, what if Ezra Bridger is alive, and is actually the Inquisitor that we have seen in the Ahsoka trailer? I know a lot of people are speculating that this is actually Barriss Offee. This would make a lot of sense, as she is confirmed that she is going to be in the show. Though I believe that this clip that I'm about to show you proves that this actually isn't Barriss. If you listen closely enough, this is a male grunting as he's being force pushed away. If you look at his figure and physique while he's fighting Ahsoka, it is similar to how Ezra fights in Rebels. At the end of Rebels, Ezra uses beast control to connect with the Purrgil and to surround Thrawn's fleet and make them jump into hyperspace. This would be Ezra's final act to get Thrawn and his forces off of Lothal, and therefore liberating the planet. Now, someone can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I was always under the impression that they ended up in the unknown regions. I am not sure if it is just my personal headcanon, or if I actually heard or saw it somewhere on the internet. If it is true, this is how Ezra would become the Inquisitor in my mind. Thrawn and his species, the Chiss, are not only from the unknown regions, but most likely have fully found out how to navigate through it. This is one thing that the Empire and Republic have still been unable to achieve. If Ezra and Thrawn had jumped to hyperspace and ended up in the unknown regions, this would essentially be bringing Ezra right into the Lion's Den. Ezra would be trapped in the worst place imaginable, with now not only his enemy, but on their home field advantage. As well, we have already seen Ezra on multiple occasions given to the dark side or use the dark side to his advantage. This all started with him finding and using the Sith holocron and then leading to Maul. Ezra, in my opinion, is a great character, but he is also easily influenced by his peers. And with that, Thrawn is a master strategist. And I think that if he was able to get into Ezra's mind, he could easily manipulate him. I mean, as far as we know, Ezra has been with Thrawn for the past 13 years, since the events at the end of Rebels. Ezra and Thrawn had left Lothal 2 years before the Battle of Yavin, aka 2 BBY. And Mando Season 3, and I believe the Ahsoka show, is taking place 11 years after the Battle of Yavin, aka 11 ABY. Thrawn would have had all this time to turn Ezra to the dark side and use him as his personal force wielder / enforcer. This is the same thing that Thrawn had done in Legends, essentially, with Jorah Sabaoth. I believe that this will tie in with Morgan Elsbeth. The last time we saw her up until recently was in Mando Season 2 with Ahsoka, when she was asking her about Thrawn's whereabouts and where she can find Grand Admiral Thrawn. When we see her in the Ahsoka trailer, she is on this ship. And with that, later on in the trailer, we see Thrawn on the same ship during the day. I believe that Morgan Elsbeth has found a way not only to get into contact with Thrawn, but to navigate to him in the unknown regions. I believe that she had went to the unknown regions and not only had found Thrawn, but found him being accompanied by Ezra Bridger, who has now been turned to the dark side. So with that being said, this would then be how the Inquisitor we see Ahsoka fighting in the trailer is actually Ezra. I don't know if she knows it's Ezra or not, and if she does, she's probably trying to disarm him and immobilize him so that she can try and reach out to him and bring him back to the light side, along with the aid of Sabine and the rest of the Ghost crew. Lastly, Dave Filoni has just confirmed that his Mandoverse movie is in fact Heir to the Empire. So with all that information, this is making me lean more towards the fact that this might very well be Ezra. With the Ahsoka show giving the backstory and leading up to Heir to the Empire, Dave Filoni was the person responsible for bringing Thrawn into the current canon and introducing his character to all of us in Rebels. And with that, I know he had that plan from the start, just as he had done with his story with Ahsoka and Ezra. These two are also kind of like Dave Filoni's babies in a way. Ezra and Ahsoka are pivotal characters, and I believe that we are going to see them not only in the Ahsoka show, but as well as the Heir to the Empire movie. With that all being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and lastly, may the Force be with you all.